Hi, I'm Jill Genet, and I'm the founder of Red Tent Australia. The tradition of sitting in circle and speaking our truth keeps us accountable to our soul. And what that means is that when we begin to live a conscious life, a life that helps us to become responsible for our choices and decisions, a life where we are witnessed and held in our truth, it helps us to not just change who we are, but in effect, the ripple effect that will be happening because we come to circle and we sit and we are held and we are heard will be immeasurable. This is the power of women's circles, which really do form a foundation of authenticity and support us in every facet of our lives. When we connect with our hearts, a bond is formed. We're all part of that same circle, and even if our opinions are different, we are respected. When you come to an opening of a red tent branch, you become part of that circle. You help create it, and everyone has an equal say in what the creation of that branch will be. We ask you what you want and what you don't want. And it gives you the ability to share in something very special with the women. When you come to the red tent, it feels like coming home. It can't be denied that this is all too rare in today's society, and that for us to have the time once a month to just sit and be who we are without anybody asking anything from us, it fills our cup. When you share in that growth with women in your community, you create something special. If you let it, it will be your safety net, and those women that are with you in your red tent will be your support crew, your support team. And I suggest that you dive in with both feet and you let them hold you. Red tent is a powerful teacher where everyone is equal. We believe that everyone has a special gift or talent, and that for us to learn from each other and teach each other is a real treat, a real gift. We are all part of a revolution right now, whether we know it or not. We are. No longer are we taking what our government says as truth and blindly being led. We are all starting to make informed decisions, and we are questioning that there is so much more than meets the eye. In all sorts of circles now, we're hearing words like source, spirit, energy, chakra, life force, and many, many other things that were sort of taboo or unspoken of are now becoming more mainstream. People are waking up and they're starting to realize that they and we create our own reality. People know what it means to be part of a community now, and that need to have somewhere safe to connect and share your ideas and thoughts. It's a necessity. Women in particular will always feel stronger and more capable, calmer, more happy when they are heard, supported, and feel relaxed, not in fear of speaking up. So what we're aiming to do with the Red Tent Australia movement is let women know that they are part of something bigger and they're changing the world. As I mentioned, the effects of coming to a red tent are immeasurable. The confidence, the changes in self-awareness, the blossoming of self-worth, authentic friendships and deep, true belonging are just a few of the benefits. understanding all facets of each other, being part of a tribe, a strong, tight-knit community. It means that we have each other's back and that we're all important and that we all matter. The reasons that I started Bayside Red Tent, which turned into Red Tent Australia in 2013, are many, many-fold, but mostly I wanted to provide a space for women to initiate their healing and start living the lives that they were meant to be living. Because that's what happened to me when I started sitting in a circle of awake and aware women. I think what we don't know is that this is available to everybody, and that when we have it, not only do we appreciate it, but we want to share it. And so every year that Red Tent Australia has been going now, we've grown and we've had a focus. And for me, their focus comes in the form of a word that sort of shapes the feeling for the whole year. In 2015, the word was collaborate, because I knew I couldn't do it all by myself. And so I opened the doors and amazing women poured through who are still part of it and part of this team today. 2016's word was consistency. Even though there was many setbacks, I knew that if I just kept going, putting one foot in front of the other each day, that I would get to the destiny that I was sort of wanting to get to. 2016 was the year that my husband had a heart attack, and instead of stopping and retracting and living in fear, I reached out for support, and that support came from my sisters in the Red Tent. In 2017, the word was confidence. I needed to be brave, I needed to speak up and be seen, and I had to learn that I had a right to take up space and put myself out in the world. So of course, as soon as I did, all my insecurities came flooding to the surface and hit me in the face. And I had to learn very, very quickly that a high degree of self-care is required when you are in service. 2018's word was communication. It was all about creating that open channel where I could speak my needs and let others know how I was feeling, and they could come to me and be honest and tell me how they were feeling. When I finally learned that other people's behavior has everything to do with how they are feeling and their internal struggles, much less than it has to do with me, then I learned grace. And when I remember that in my time of need, then I remember infinite grace. And it's possible for us all to have infinite grace. 2019's word was courage. I had to have the courage to show up and say the words that not everybody wanted to hear. The courage to know that sometimes people wound each other. And the courage to know that I am not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. 2020, the word is calm. There's already been so many opportunities for me this year to not be calm and absolutely lose my shit. But I realize that when I can take some time for myself, go into the Red Tent, refill my cup, that I can maintain that calm. I don't have to be giving to everybody all the time. Calm is contagious, and it creates a happy household, a happy workspace, and a happy organization. Since the beginning of Bayside Red Tent in 2013, Red Tent Australia has opened over 30 Red Tent branches in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and now Tasmania. Many women ask us, how do we keep up the momentum and the vision and the focus? And the answer is we don't. We take breaks, we rest, we make self-care a priority, we listen to our monthly schedule. We don't rush, we maintain communication, and we constantly share the vision. We hold each other in our most devastated, contracted selves, and we celebrate with each other at our shiniest, most radiant times. We fully understand that every wound that we encounter in life is a doorway, and that we need to open that door and get deliberate and dig deep and be courageous. In the Red Tent, we value openness, honesty, authenticity. We love loud, free laughter, and we value open connection with courage and love. We know that healing does not take place in isolation. Healing takes place in the community, and together we are stronger. And a quote from my favourite cultural anthropologist, Margaret Mead: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world, for indeed that is the only thing that ever has." Eventually, we want to see red tents in every neighbourhood. So if you can imagine and hold the vision that when you're driving into any town, you see the sign that says "Welcome to the town," and along with the Lions and Rotary Club and RSL, you see the red tent logo. So if you were having a bad day, or if you were new to town, or you didn't know anybody, that you could go to the red tent and you know that you would be welcomed with open arms. So that is our vision, and we invite you to become a part of this movement. Join as a member. We have a sliding scale of membership, so it's available to anybody. We also have a corporate membership, so if you have a business that you'd like support with, please join as a corporate member, become part of our alternative economy. Please go to our website, redtentaustralia.org, or find us on Facebook. In order to do this on a larger scale, we have now trained over 100 facilitators, and we're always looking for more. And trainings are held every 6 months in different states. So, with that in mind, please know that you are welcome here. You belong here. You are safe here. And you are valued here. And as you join with your sisters in the red tent, I offer you a mantra. As I embrace my deep emotion and strive for conflict revolution, I live a life full of expression and not shut down by fear. Sending love from my corner of the world to yours. Bye.